Hey, gorgeous. This is day two. Day two of thriving during challenges. And yesterday we did a grounding practice, so make sure you watch that video if you're new to the group. Today, as promised yesterday, I want to continue with the grounding. This is really important before we go into transformation or expansion or even pleasure. So we need to be grounded. So I want you to have these practices. Ooh, fun. There's some of you that are here live with me. So what we're going to need today for you to do this properly is either a small little football. These are really easy. You can get them off Amazon. They're not expensive. Or you can just grab a rock that has a flat side and then a rounded side. And we're going to be opening the feet. Now, this is so important, such an amazing thing, not just for grounding, but really to set up the fascia for the whole body. And it's just fantastic for the nervous system. And it's a practice that I do every day, sometimes a few times a day. So I'm really excited to share it with you. So I'm going to tilt the camera down so you can see my feet. You're not going to see my face, but you're going to see my feet so that we can do it together, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tilt the camera down, use my cute feet. All right, so here we go. The ball or the rock. So you're going to put that underneath your foot, and then I want you to, you're going to put all your weight on one point, and then remove your foot. And when you do this, I want you to take a deep breath in and then release. You can also do this seated in a chair if you have problems with standing. And if you can't sit in a chair and you need to lie down, you can also do a version of this by just bending your knee and adding some pressure onto the foot gently and releasing it. So you're going to just do that, and I want you to travel through the whole foot, inhaling, releasing, inhaling, releasing, smiling into your body as you do this, breathing deeply, and just keep moving that ball to get all the areas of your foot. And if you have a really sore area, you want to hang out there for a bit longer. Now, if you don't have anything right now to do this with, just practice moving through very gently. Okay, this can be a very tender area, is this part of the foot here, but I want you to really press into there. And pressing. And pressing. And you can press the whole instep here. And you breathing, consciously breathing, pressing, really working with your own body. And so it's just a few minutes. It won't take you long. And then you're going to roll. Of course, if you have a rock, you're not rolling. But if you have a ball, you can roll. And that can feel really good. Just rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay. Then what you're going to do, the last part of the practice, you're going to find, it's called the bubbling springs point. So if you pull your toes back, it's this little indent here. And you're going to put the ball in that indent. Okay? And that's a really important point in Chinese medicine because it connects us with the kidneys. So you're going to be inhaling into this point, putting all your weight on there, and then you're going to roll down. So you're rolling down and just breathing and feeling like your foot is softening, getting soft underneath around the ball or around the rock. And if that feels pretty good, then you can move the ball over a little bit and then continue to stretch downwardly. So it's a little hard to see, but I've got a forward bend and I'm stretching and opening that foot. Okay, then you remove the ball, you roll up, and you just stand and notice the difference between the 2 feet. And what's really great about this practice, you can follow it with the foot massage we did yesterday. And let's do the other side. So you're just pressing and releasing. I'll turn sideways. Pressing and releasing. Pressing and releasing. Taking some deep breaths. Now, if you're really, really stressed, this is an amazing way to start down regulating the nervous system. Also, when we get stressed, we can get really tight in the fascia of the body. So this helps to remind the body to open, because you're really working the fascia of the feet with this practice. Don't forget that inside of the heel, which can be very intense. And then working the whole instep. Again, just using the breath. And feel the sensation. Can be intense, can be quite tender. You're just breathing and feeling, and then rolling. Just really rolling that ball. Good. And then again, we're going to do the downward stretch. So finding that kidney 1 point. So if you pull your toes back, right here. And one of the ways to counteract fear is to practice gentleness for yourself and others. See if I can roll down sideways. So we're going to roll, 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 roll. And the ball is here. I'm rolling, resting, breathing. If that point's too easy, I move it to another point and I keep stretching, breathing. If you're in a chair, you can also do this by rolling forward. You can't really do this one lying down, but you can do the foot rolling bit lying down. Okay. And then the last part of this is you're going to bring your soles, the soles of your feet together, and practice just holding your feet and taking some nice full breaths and really soul to soul grounding. If that's too hard, you can hold here on the legs. And then the last bit, I want you to take your right hand and put it on your left foot if you can, and reverse. If you can't, again, you just can hold somewhere else on the body. Taking some deep breaths. And then we'll finish our practice with a gentle tapping. So just warming your hands, tapping, 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 tapping everywhere. Tapping, 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 even down your legs. And then just take one last moment. Notice how you're feeling in your body. Your eyes are closed. Smiling into your body. Choosing today to walk consciously. Notice how you place your feet on the earth. Notice how you're standing. Your feet are your friends. If you forget, you can kind of grip or move your toes to remind you to really feel your feet. And breathe. The breath is your best tool right now. Let's finish with 3 sighing breaths. Big breath in. Your hands, just brush your face. So for those of you who made it here live, thank you for joining. You're amazing. Share this with anyone you feel that could help. It doesn't matter, man, woman, young person, older person, doesn't matter. This is for everyone. I'm making these very safe. I'm just really interested in us all being connected together in the spirit of collaboration of groundedness, and of really being here in our bodies. So tomorrow I'm going to do a practice. If you're feeling a little stressed and triggered, we're going to do a practice on how to self-regulate in the trigger. And it's very gentle, and I think you'll like it. And I appreciate you, and have a really beautiful day. And you can come back and do any of the practices as often as you like. Bye, everybody. Have an amazing day, and so good to see all of you here.